Good at it yet, but when Tekken 5 was out, I was really, really good.
Who do you play as right now?
I'm Yoshimitsu all day.
Okay, all right. And just real quick, Errol Spence said that he's going to come out here in Vegas. I'm sure you heard. What's your thoughts on him saying he wants to win in this fight?
It's good. It's good. You know, he's a big fight. It's like Thurman. I want one of those guys. Why can't I get one of those fights?
Reports have come out that Tim Tszyu and Crawford have, teams have been in talks. Why do you think Tim is overlooking you?
I don't know. A lot of media likes to push it, maybe to make me mad or not. I don't know. I'm not gonna get mad. You ain't gonna catch that. But it's just something I don't worry about. He's fighting me right now on Saturday night, so that's what we're gonna see.
He was kind of taking shots about the pizza eating, saying that's not something he would ever do, even if he's not in camp. And just looking at it like as a weakness. What do you think of that, Sebastian?
What I eat doesn't make him go to the bathroom. What I eat doesn't make him lose weight. So what should he care for? I'm professional. I make weight every single time. I don't have no problem with it.
How ready are you for an inside brawl? We've seen you fight like that before. Tim Tszyu, a thudding puncher in his own right. How prepared are you for his power?
I'm ready for whatever he brings. Whatever he brings on Saturday night, we'll be ready for it. We've been training very hard. We've been training for bullet shoot before those last 2 weeks, but I see it similar, same way. He's just a shorter fighter, but other than that, we'll be ready.
I'm sorry.
During the face-off, did you guys say anything to each other?
He mentioned the hamburger. I guess that really bothered him, Maybe he's hungry, but other than that,
After you fought against Erickson Lubin, we were all together and we asked you about your fighting style, and you said, look, I like to stand in the middle of the ring or wherever it is and break face. Is this going to be a face-breaking fight on the 30th?
I hope so. It's pay-per-view. People are paying for this. Let's give them their money's worth.
Do you think he's in for a new experience, like facing a Mexican warrior?
I think so. I don't think he's fought anybody ever like me. I'm the next generation of good boxing. So we're gonna show you on Saturday night.
Is there a possibility, with your height and reach, that we might see maybe elements of that? I know you made some changes going into this fight, and even in the media workout, there was like a tire or something in there where it kind of looked like you were doing some range.
Of course. The last fight, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was using my jab, wasn't I? So, we're going to see some different stuff. Every camp's different, every fight's different, but expect a good Sebastian.
How do you explain how you actually make weight so comfortably while eating seemingly whatever it is that you want?
You saw me yesterday, no? What I ate for dinner?
You had a pizza, man. I could not believe what I was seeing.
Yeah. But, I work hard. I also have a fast metabolism. It's just easy for me, Maybe it's a gift, like my height. God gives me a lot of gifts and I use them.
What do you think about Tim as a fighter? What does he do good and what does he do?
He's a pressure fighter. On his negatives, I'm not one to call any negatives on anybody, but he's a skilled fighter and he's a champion for a reason.
He kept mentioning that the belt was on the wrong side of his platform. Did you any thoughts on that, or do you feel like it's kind of symbolic that it's coming towards Saturday night?
It's like the bracelet right here. I was interim champion before, maybe for that reason, but I don't care where the belts are right now. Come Saturday night, they're gonna be on me.
We've seen Tim Tszyu get sent to the ground by Terrell Boucher. Have you looked into that, or are you looking to exert your power on the Tim Tszyu like everybody thinks he's going to exert his on you?
Of course. I'm going to use my abilities to become champion of this fight. And with Boucher, I'm not Boucher. Boucher has a lot of boxing, a lot of smarts. But Fundora's a different fighter, so you're just gonna have to see on Saturday night what Fundora can do.
Hey, what are your future plans? Do you feel comfortable at this weight, or are you gonna go up?
I
tall enough to be heavyweight.
I feel very comfortable. I feel very comfortable at 154. The last fight wasn't hard, but this fight, it feels like even easier to make the weight. That's why I'm going and eating these things. Yeah, maybe it could be a publicity stunt that I'm eating this in front of you guys, but we always have a strict diet, a nice diet, but we're gonna make some news today. Why not?
What changes do you think you've made defensively in the wake of what happened last time, April 8th?
My defense wasn't the best that fight, obviously, but there's small changes. Keeping your hands up, not leaning forward, those are things that you shouldn't be doing in boxing. And I got away with it for a long time, but now we've been working on our defense and we're just fixing those things. We got a whole year to do that.
Was there any lingering effects from the KO afterward? How much time did you actually take off from activity after the Mendoza fight?
I knew where I was. I knew where I was at right away. You know, nothing like that happened to me. They gave me like a 7-day suspension, not even that long. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks break. I went to Universal Studios with my sister and my siblings. We enjoyed some time off, but we went back into camp 2 weeks later.
I talked to Brian Mendoza, and he told me that he felt a little bit disrespected by the fact that you said that you just got caught. He claims that he was setting you up for the whole time, and he pulled the trigger when it was time. What are your thoughts about that?
I beg to differ. You know, I think it's different, but that's what makes life interesting, boxing interesting. Everybody has their own opinions, you know. I was ready for that rematch. I didn't get it, but I was ready for it.
What did you learn from that Fundora since getting knocked out by Mendoza? What did you learn?
It was not a learning experience. It was a reminder. You can't play this sport.
When you look at Tim's resume and yours, who do you think has a better, you know, catalog of fighters that you guys fought?
I've been fighting the top 10 since 15-0, 14-0. So, you know, I'm gonna say me. I deserve this spot. You know, a lot of people say that because I lost that last fight, I don't deserve it. But I'm gonna tell you guys, I do deserve this spot.
When you saw him fight Brian Mendoza,